have had the honor of walking with a variety of people through their life, through tough situations, and seeing how just having a person to cheerlead them, a person to anchor them, makes the world a difference. Like, never in history did people have computers in the palm of their hands, Slack messages, IMs.
With a 24-hour news cycle.
With a 24-hour news, peace is not going to come naturally. We have to really work the muscle of, like, filtering stuff and not getting pulled into our natural instinct of trying to people please.
Hey, what's going on, friends? Jason here with the Love Local Chicagoland podcast. Today's a special episode, not like every other one. It's about the local talks, my friend. We've been doing the local talks now. I think we just got done with our fourth one total back in May, but we've done 2 this year. We're going to do a total of 4 this year. We want to make content that brings the community together, that helps uplift, and we want to do that in a way that we like pass the mic to people that know what they're talking about. So this next one that we're going to do, it's going to be on September 25th. From 6 to 8 here in front of Love Local Studio at Bellwork, Chicagoland. Local talks, finding peace in chaos, my friends. Life is chaotic. We're in the middle of a revolution, technology, probably more than that. And life is just chaotic. If you're like you have kids on top of that, or if you have additional jobs on top of that, or you have to still go to school on top of that, or whatever your chaos is, because I promise you have it, we want to connect you with people that have found best practices to be able to find peace in tough times, to find peace in good times, and ride the waves of life in, what I like to call a stillness. The waves are going to come. When you could see them come and you could ride them in stillness, then you know you found the way into the light. So, my friend, I'm excited because the moderator here, this idea came to me about 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to tell you how this went. 6 o'clock in the morning, probably about 2-3 months ago, this is going to be the next local talks. And I went to see a Coffee and Context with the Schaumburg Business Association, which is a great local association that I highly recommend. And Nicole Bolden with Thriving with Baby was speaking that day. And she was speaking, and afterwards I didn't even kind of put it all together yet, because what she's talking about, I just know she's an amazing soul. She speaks from the heart. She speaks with truth. She speaks with passion. She speaks with conviction. And we're sitting there talking, like, at the end of it, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, the person that's going to moderate this panel is going to be this woman right here. And I'm really excited for you to get to know her, and I'm excited for you to be here to find peace with chaos. Enough of me talking. You're going to meet and get to know this woman a little bit more, and she's a badass. Nicole, what's up?
Hey, thank you. Oh, my gosh. I'm so honored.
You ready to do this local talks?
Of course.
Always. What you know about peace?
Every day, try to figure it out.
Right? It's one day at a time,
yes,
right?
Yes.
I'm excited, and I felt that the story of how it kind of came into play just fit, because life is just chaotic at times, but sometimes you need to go with where you're taking, and when you find somebody, to me, like, you're epitome of peace. I've known you now, but probably for 3 years or so. We started in the back studio here at Bellwork, Chicagoland, before we knew we were going to go this far. But I've seen you lead people. I've seen you love people. I've seen you uplift people. Your quiet retreats that you do are really beautiful. You are an author of, 2 books?
Yeah.
Which is pretty awesome. So you have a voice, to say the least. You're in the studio, and you're coming into the studio to do more in a collaboration that I won't share now. We'll let people hang a little bit. But you just do so much good, and it comes from your heart. It comes from a place of just wanting to be able to support and love on others. Yeah. So we'll talk about peace, but where does that come from within you?
Well, it comes from life. I have had the honor of walking with a variety of people through their life, through tough situations, and seeing how just having a person to cheerlead them, a person to anchor them, makes the world a difference. And that's where just, like, I started to understand like why people need safe spaces, why people need to understand peace in a different way, why we really have to get in touch with the stories we're telling ourselves. Like that makes a difference between making the best out of a tough situation. I'm not talking toxic positivity, but like not getting frozen in a situation and like looking at this situation saying like, that sucks, but I'm going to grow from it. I'm going to learn from it. I'm going to change the world because of it. You know, so it's doing life with folks, actually doing life with people and not judging them.
Yeah. What does peace mean to you?
It's a mindset. It is.
That's it.
Yeah.
Drop the mic, not that one.
Yeah, it's a mindset because there's still going to be all sorts of noise around us. But if you're anchored in who you are, if you're anchored in what your mission in this world is, that noise is just background noise. It doesn't have to control you. The chaos comes when we are trying to hear all the noise, pick apart the noise, and let the noise lead us. That's chaotic.
And think you got to get pulled into it and be a part of that story, but you don't have to.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, it's so spot on. I think peace could be different things to different people, but to be able to find a stillness amongst the craziness that is going around you is a true art, in my opinion. It's not something I naturally learned. I was in my 40s time I got it, but I remember how it was beforehand, and man, life's just better when we understand peace and we understand that when we come from a place of like stillness, when we understand who we are, we understand like, okay, this is why I'm here on earth. You can wake up every day with intentionality in any storm, in any fire, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because peace isn't instinctual. Like it's not something that we're born with necessarily. It really is something we have to learn because we're living in different times. Our environment is so different historically. Like never in history did people have computers in the palm of their hand, Slack messages, IMs.
With a 24-hour news cycle.
With a 24-hour news. Like this is not natural.
No.
And so like peace is not going to come naturally. We have to really work the muscle of like filtering stuff and not getting pulled into our natural instinct of trying to people please. Because people pleasing is survival. You know, we get in the fight or flight like, is this person going to like me? Are they going to tell me if the tiger is behind me? Every day, an email, a driver feels like a tiger. So it's very natural that we're just leaning into all the noise because it feels like that's going to keep us safe. So to tailor that back and like tell the brain, you're safe. You don't have to fall into that. It takes a lot of work, a lot of weight, lifting the weights, you know, because it's not going to be natural. You have to be intentional if you want peace.
It's just like anything else. So if you want to work out, you go to the gym or, you find some outdoor activity that you want to do or however you do to be able to get that exercise. Peace is the same thing. It's an intentionality piece. And I have what you would call a fast brain. I think that fast brain probably came from trauma in my life that I didn't even know that my fast brain was because of that trauma. I just thought that was the way that I was made up. But through therapy, through growing, through being able to find peace, you get to do some of that inner work. And a fast brain could be an anxious brain. And I think a lot of us struggle with that. I struggle with that every day, even though I'm aware of it now. So to be intentional about, to me, it's like good rhythms, right? You're getting a good rhythms to be able to get yourself into, to be like, who cares about the outside world? Like this time is for me, And I hear people say like, and that's why I'm excited for this panel because I think it's just so diverse. I hear people say, "Oh, I don't have time. I can't sit down. Like I can't do this." And I'm like, if you don't have 10 minutes, sit down and breathe, or to take a walk. Then maybe you started looking at your calendar, see what you need to get rid of that's not bringing you peace. Because I can promise you that, even if you start with 5 minutes, it's going to make you feel better. And you work yourself into rhythms where you just know that things are going to be okay. And you make sure that piece is done, right?
Yeah. Heck, I have people all the time where we start with a 2-minute practice, not just in like, if you need to be writing something, just 2 minutes where you let your brain just be for a moment. And it's not even necessarily slowing it down. It's giving yourself a little pause to hear yourself. So the brain may be still running and it's screaming at you. That's because all day you haven't listened to it. So that 2 minutes doesn't have to be completely zen, but it's like, okay, what are you saying to me? Write it down, breathe it out, walk it out, whatever it is. 2 minutes without trying to problem solve anything. 2 minutes without trying to worry about anything. Just let it go. Yeah.
Just let it go. And I think that's a really good point that you mentioned. It doesn't always have to be perfect. You just got to know, I think about when I go into a wall and I know I'm hitting a wall because I'm working too hard or going too fast. I feel it coming and I know a break is coming soon, this weekend or whatever that is. I'm intentional. I'm talking to myself. Where if you looked at me 10 years ago, I was just running, and then there was the brick wall, and I had this really strong head, and I would keep going through that brick wall. But now that I look back on my mental health, I wasn't good. And that anxiousness, that trauma that I dealt with before, for me, to take away my peace was alcohol was a coping mechanism that I took away because I could cheat and find peace, and at least numbing. It wasn't peace. Yeah. It wasn't peace. It was a numbing to take that anxiousness away. But I'm telling you that there's a different way. It just takes intentionality, it takes time, learning from people like yourself, learning from people like this panel. You got to be honest. It's pretty off the chain. Can you agree?
Yes, I'm so excited for this panel. Oh my gosh.
But what excites you about the panel?
Because there's people from different perspectives, but they are all, the people on this panel, they all walk the talk. There's some people who are very abstract. They can teach a good lesson, but they're not necessarily walking it. These are people who are walking it. And they may not be the first to tell you what they're doing, but they're doing it, and you just can look at their life.
They'll never even tell you.
Right. They won't even tell you.
No, they'll just do it, and then they'll help you do it if you're around them in their own ways. I don't know everybody. I don't know Aaron, and we'll get to the panel in a minute, but just like you said, they walk the walk, talk the talk. They come from different perspectives, different ways of life, different rhythms, all of it. But at the end of the day, these are pretty peaceful people in our community that walk with a sense of purpose at the same time. Should we tell the people? I think we should tell them who they are. Yes. We've just been talking about them. So, all right. So we have 5 of them, right? So who should we say first? This is a big deal. Who's the first person coming out?
Oh, I can't choose. I can't be biased. You tell.
You can't choose. Oh man, this is bad. All right, Cole doesn't know yet. We can't even ask Cole to make the decision for us, so we don't do it. So, first person that I have on my list, we're just going to go right off the list that I have on here, is Carl Fay, which you know a little bit. You've met him, I think, at Village. I think we discussed that, but he's a senior pastor at Prince of Peace and in Palatine. But he's an artist. I mean, he's just a cool dude overall. He teaches peace. I'm biased because I think I 100%. I guess there's a couple people that I've learned peace from on here in different ways. That's the beauty of it. But Carl is definitely one of them. So I'm excited for him too. I'm excited for you to get to know him. If I could be a fly on the wall in your guys' prep call, I'm like, what are they going to talk about? I probably have some ideas. Obviously, knowing you both, but. Be able to go from there. Want to say the next person? Want to keep going on the list?
I'll go. So Erin Chanding, I have known this woman for. We went to church together. We were a small group together. Geez, gotta be almost 10 years at this point. It's been a while, and she is a person. When you think about stability, I think of her because she never wavers. You know what Erin you're going to get no matter where you are. She is a pillar in the community. She's going to say what needs to be said, but she's never going to say it in a way that's hurtful. She's going to say it in a way with curiosity. She's a journalist by trade. And so she knows how to approach things with in a level of curiosity that doesn't trigger you, that doesn't put your defenses up. And she knows she's a runner. I think she runs every weekend somewhere. Marathons. No, we're not talking little runs. She runs marathons, 5Ks, 10Ks.
I only run if I'm running from somebody.
Right.
Just to be clear. Or after one
Trying
of my kids.
Trying not to be late.
Yeah, or that. Yeah. Were you just here? Did you watch me walk in?
But she can be under, people can ask her anything or say anything, and she's going to address it in a way, because she's anchored to who she is, and that I always admire that about her.
It takes work to anchor who you are. And I think that's kind of the part of why we're doing this is we're all kind of works in progress. None of us are perfect. When you were saying it kind of triggered that to me. Like, we all have a work to do. Mm-hmm. We all, in each of our journeys is different. But when we could come into ourselves and we could be okay talking to that person, it's beautiful, especially when you're ready to chisel upwards. She's running for some type of office too, isn't she?
Yes, state rep.
State rep. I think it was state rep. I'm not sure what district. Yeah, sorry,
rep,
we're running that for you.
It's that Barrington area.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Awesome.
South Barrington.
Awesome. And she'll tell you too. We'll get her bio.
Yes.
We're going to tell you everything about her. Just keep watching our social media. That's all right. I'll keep going. And we got James Chang, which we know from the Schaumburg Business and Community. He's a leadership coach. I've had him in the studio. Very insightful conversation, but he knows about peace, and he has one heck of a journey. He was born here, went to school here in Schaumburg, was a Conant grad, I believe, as well, and then lives in Schaumburg, but it went to into the Army in West Point, went to Northwestern, and he's a heck of a leader. And at the same time, he's a leader that also is able to go about life in a peaceful way. And he's really, to me, I see him silently helping people throughout his time, just because of who he is. He's a great man. And we got two other people.
Yes.
All right. Yes. So the next person we both know.
Yes.
All right. This next person has sitting in that seat as well. That's another hint. She does yoga.
Yes.
I wonder if people know yet. Mary Liccardi.
Yes.
Yeah. What you got about Mary? I have my own stuff to say, but would love to hear what you're thinking about.
I love this lady. She is amazing. Like, she is another person that walks the walk. Mm-hmm. Life is not easy for anyone, and she knows how to walk it and still take it in stride, knows when to take a break when you need to, and just like, she has an energy that you can't deny, which is why I think she's so good at doing yoga. Her yoga is not just like a fitness yoga. It is a yoga so you can reconnect with yourself.
It's restorative.
Yes.
It's that, and she, really, I mean, she does yoga in general, but she specializes in yoga with grief, which to me is, you talk about a time when you really, 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 really need to make sure you're practicing some type of form of stillness is when you're going through some type of grief. Because grief is a mofo at the end of the day, and it'll eat our souls away if we're not cautious and talking to ourselves about where we're at, because it's hard, right?
Yeah.
So I'm a big fan of her. We did yoga out there when she had when she was on the show, probably about 9 months ago now. It's been some time, but she's awesome for sure. And then the last person, I don't know if people are gonna know the last person.
I know no one's gonna know.
I don't know if they'll know him. His name is Raghu Sundara, and I could speak a lot on Raghu. Your idea was Raghu. I'm too close to Raghu to feel that, but I could tell you, if I look at this lead of who I've learned peace from, and Carl Fay is definitely one of them for me, and I'm definitely biased, but he's amazing. But Raghu is that too, but he does it in a different way, and in his own way, in his ability to be able to connect people from all different walks of life, and to be able to go about his day. I've never seen him yell. I never seen that happen. Like, I'm really excited to see what he has to say, right?
To be a connector at the level that he is, you have to have some level of peace. Mm-hmm. Like, you can't fake the peace to be that level of connector.
No way.
Because someone's going to catch it eventually, like, that's fake. Mm-hmm. And no one's caught it yet.
I'm not going to lie, Raghu. I hope you're watching this. For the first year, I was watching him like, is he real? Like, is he really that nice? Like, I'm not going to lie. It was 100% it. But he keeps showing up. Mm-hmm. And he keeps coming in a very peaceful manner, in an uplifting manner. I see him do things in a very giving way too, which I think when you're at peace, you're able to connect and give and to do things. I see that I'm with him in a lot of things. So with Village Network, I'm obviously a partner with. We're also sit on the board of Giving Group too, together. So I see him in action. And he's a true selfless man that is a connector, but he leads with peace, which is going to be interesting because, like I said, not just him, but every one of our or panelists that have a different view, right?
Yeah.
It's important.
Yeah.
And we're not all the same. Right?
We're not. And I'm going to say this because I know sometimes when people say it to me, I'm like, no. Peace isn't about perfection. I just want to drill that in. It is a mindset. So, like, even if you see someone in a bad mood
opposite.
or whatever, like, being able to be authentically yourself is a level of peace. You know, so, like, I don't want anyone to be like, oh, but I saw Nicole mad the other day when she was driving. I may have a little road rage. I don't know. That doesn't mean I'm not peaceful. Yeah. I mean, actually, I haven't had that.
I'll kick your ass, but I'm still peaceful.
I'll help you up afterwards and see if you learned the lesson. No?
The truth comes out.
But it's just like, peace isn't perfection.
No.
And so I don't want to scare anyone off and be like, oh, I can never get there. Like, this truly is a mindset and a muscle that we're working.
Yeah, the word I think of when you say that is I think peace is grace. It's more than that, but peace is grace is directly with yourself. Like I was a person that didn't talk to himself very nicely. Once I understood that grace thing, and I got a lot closer to peace, to that journey. So I think this is going to be a great panel, and you're going to hear a lot of different insightful things. What are people going to take away as we continue to wrap this up? What are people going to take away from this panel?
I think the biggest thing is the reminder to just pause and reconnect with themselves and really question what is the story that they're telling themselves. What has the story of peace been in their mind? So this is going to bring it to their awareness so they can actively choose what they believe about peace. And so the biggest takeaway is that the decision, the ability to decide. Because if it's not in your awareness, you can't do anything about it. And sometimes we need those mirrors. We need the community to have this discussion so we can even bring the awareness to ourselves, because we're not going to make the time. It doesn't make the priority list for most people.
Yeah, it should. This is totally off topic, but I see somebody angry now. I'm like, to your point, we all have bad days, but when you see somebody really angry, saw somebody the other day like road rage angry, get out of his car, and you just saw everything that he was carrying. And you almost wanted to hug the man because you could tell that he was going through a lot. But if we could chisel into that piece and to get to where we need to go, like life is better because when it gets to that level, it's just not how life was intended to be able to live, right? So I'm excited we get to do this together. I'm excited to pass the mic to you. I knew that was going to happen someday. It only took 3 of these in 2025 to get you, Nicole Bolden, victory of the people, the mic with one heck of a panel. So thanks for doing this. I appreciate you.
I'm so honored. I'm excited. I'm very excited about this.
Let's bring some peace to the community. What do you think?
Yes, definitely.
And rock and roll. So I'm going to end this thing, all right? My friends, September 25th from 6 to 8, you get to hear this woman lead a beautiful, wonderful conversation that is going to be talking about finding peace in chaos. You heard the panelists. If you know the people, you know what you're going to get is something pretty special. And if you don't know them, know that the people that we're putting on there that you do know they're heavy hitters. The other people are too. You're going to learn so much, and we're coming with love and grace with the goal of we all could just find peace in our local communities. The world looks different. Simple as that. So I'll see you on September 25th from 6 to 8 here in front of Love Local Studio at Bellworks, Chicagoland. Support local, love local. We're stronger together. Peace.